Hello 415 and 645 classes. Welcome to week 2 of the Rhythmic Scale Study. If you have not had a chance to do the week 1 Rhythmic Scale Study video that I sent out last week, please make sure you go back and do that first, because what we're going to do today is going to build on what we did in that video. All right, so go ahead and make sure you've done that first. And even if you did it, if you only done it once, you might want to go back and review it. So last week then, as you now know because you have now done the video, we did the rhythmic scale study with 4 different rhythms: half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, and 16th notes. Now, because in the rhythmic scale study we always play half notes with our bow, that meant that we had 1, 2, 4, and 8 notes per bow. Today, I'm going to significantly expand the rhythmic scale study. So we'll do, of course, still 1 and 2 notes per bow. Then we're going to also do 3, 4, 6, and then we'll finish with 8. So today, we are adding the triplet divisions of the beat. And depending on how things go, I might also add 12. We'll have to see. But definitely today, I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. So the first thing I want us to do is turn on the metronome and clap to review just some of these rhythms. So right now, actually, we're going to do all of those except the 3 notes per bow. So 3 notes per bow is quarter note triplets. And what I'd like to do right now is do half notes, quarter notes, eighth note triplets, and 16th notes. Then we'll go back and we'll work on quarter note triplets because they're a little bit tricky. Okay, even if you've done them before, a review sometimes is helpful. So right now we'll do half notes, quarter notes, eighth note triplets, and 16th notes, and we'll do 4 beats of each of those things. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Half note, ta, 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 ta. T, 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 triplet, 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 ticka, 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 ticka. Okay, great job, everybody. So let's just do from the 8 notes, the 8th note triplets, and the 16th notes again, starting with TTs. Ready? Go. T, 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 T. Triplet, 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 ticka, 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 ticka. Okay, great. Now, to do quarter note triplets, you have to first subdivide into 8th note triplets. So remember, we're dealing with 2 ta beats. 2 ta beats is going to be 2 8th note triplets, so 6 notes. All right, so first we start with triplet, triplet. But now let's switch to counting to 6, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? You may notice that the beat, the click, happens on 1 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, we are going to switch our emphasis. Instead of 1 and 4, we're going to emphasize 1, 3, and 5, the odd numbers, okay? So that's going to sound like this. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, if we're emphasizing 1, 3, and 5, 4 is a weak beat. 4 is where the click happens, so don't let that take you by surprise. Now, to transform that into a quarter note triplet, we have to just clap on 1, 3, and 5. I still want you to count to 6, but you can just clap on 1, 3, and 5. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice that 1 still lines up with the click, but 4 is in the middle of the second note, right? We have 3 quarter note triplet notes, ta, 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 against a regular ta beat. So that's going to sound like this. Triplet, triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a little bit tricky, so if you need to spend some more time working on it, please feel free to rewind. Otherwise, let's go ahead and try our G major scale study. So starting with half notes, 1 note per bow, and then we'll go right into quarter notes, which is 2 notes per bow. Then we'll go into quarter note triplets, which is 3 notes per bow, eighth notes, 4 notes per bow, eighth note triplets, 6 notes per bow, and 16th notes, 8 notes per bow. Remember that we will not repeat the top note. And we may or may not repeat the bottom note depending on kind of how things shake out. So if you've struggled with this, feel free to just watch and listen the first time and then go back and play with me once you've kind of got it in your ear. Okay? So again, here's our ta beat. Starting with 1 note per bow. This is half notes. Ready? Go! Okay, and then eighth notes. Finally, 16th notes. Ready? Go. Okay, great job, everybody. Whew. Remember, it's very, very important to breathe. And as you get better at this, also try to put more of a focus on using really full bows, all the way from frog to tip on every single note. Now, of course, 16th notes are not the shortest notes we can do, right? So we can also do 16th note triplets, which is going to be 12 notes per bow or 6 notes per click. That starts to be a little bit easier. So it's a little hard to clap this, but I'll just count it out loud for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what that's going to sound like. So let's just hear that. I'm just going to play that one for you. So this is going to be 6 notes per beat and 2 beats per bow. So 6 and 2, 12 notes per bow. Daddle-a, 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 daddle-a. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And the next one is 32nd notes, which is 8 notes per beat or 16 notes per bow. So again, we can think of that this way. Digga, 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 digga. Okay? So let's try that. Ready, 2, here you go. That one's one's really nice. It's basically down bow to get up the scale and then up bow to come back down. Let's try it again. Digga, 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 ready, go. Okay, great. The last one that I want to talk about is dividing your eighth note triplets, each one of those themselves, into a triplet. So this is how we divide each beat into 9, which means that then we will have 18 notes in a bow. So first, if you think of the triplets, triplet, triplet, and then you can think of a triplet on each of those little beats. Diddly 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 diddly. Okay? So listen to what that sounds like. It's really fast. Let's try that one again. Deedly, 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 ready, go. Okay. And now we're kind of pushing into what's really like practical and helpful for us. But I think it is nice to be able to go through all of that without stopping. So at this point, you have a choice. You can either go back and practice some of the earlier stuff again, but I'm going to do now the whole thing without stopping and without speaking, because I think sometimes it's hard to hear me speak while I'm playing. So just to be very clear, I will do the entire scale once in half notes, again in quarter notes, again in quarter note triplets, again in eighth notes, again in eighth note triplets, in 16th notes, in 16th note triplets, in 32nd notes, and then in 32nd note triplets. Okay, so you're welcome to stop if there comes a point where it's just too fast for you. But I would encourage you to keep working on this over time and see how many you can get. Make sure that you are standing really tall, that you have really good posture, that your bow arm is doing the right thing, and of course, as always, that you are breathing. Good luck. Ready, go. sure you've had quite enough of that. So remember, this is great for, first of all, working on your scale, your intonation, for working on fast fingers, for working on bow distribution, making sure that you're using the correct amount of bow for each note, for working on really solid, consistent tone across strings, and of course, the primary point of this is working on subdividing in all of those different rhythms. So you will find this useful in the playing video 645 class that I made for you this week with Witch's Dance, but honestly, this is great for everybody to work on really good rhythm and counting. Subdividing, which of course means dividing the beat into smaller pieces. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. Happy practicing.